All right. What do we have here? Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. I have my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, as you can see here. And we are going to talk about some very, very interesting topics, very mysterious topics, because we are talking about some mega whale moves. And I'm not only talking about Bitcoin and what is going on in that part of the market at the moment. I am actually talking about the OMI token as well. Sorry, I was distracted because there were already people writing into the chat before the stream. But we are going to talk about some news. We're also going to talk about some altcoins, mainly Uniswap, Fantom, and Polygon, because there are some news for that one as well. So we are going from Bitcoin and the general markets over the altcoins to Ecomi. But all of that right after the intro. Okay, so good morning, every one of you. I see that there are already some comments here. Comments. Jordan said, I don't know much about Floki, but isn't it just a shit meme coin? I hope its bull market is not like the last with the speculation coin running. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, it is a meme coin, but they do a lot of advertisement. But as far as I remember, I did not discuss Floki. Michelle Vish says, good morning, PH. Good morning, Michelle. Energy is here. Good morning. Felipe Green Lantern here, both with the good morning. And Felipe just heading out for a coffee. Very, very good. Working overnight shift in Florida, watching hodler wake up in Germany. This is sick. Yeah, this is sick indeed. Good morning. Green Lantern, absolutely right. We need some decoration in the background. That is true. What do we need? You mean like for Halloween? Or what do you mean? Like in general, do we need some comics and stuff like that? Because if you need a pumpkin here, I can actually get this done right away. I can put the pumpkin on this side, right? But yeah, let me know what you have in mind. But guys, most importantly right now, please smash up the like button so that we can get the stream out, push it out to a little bit more people. Subscribe to the channel and tick the little bell to always get notified when I go live. And if you want to become a rare hodler, like these old guys, I want to thank my rare hodlers here, like for example Green Lantern and Philippe, who are already here in the chat. Then you can become a channel member and look a little bit at the channel perks. Actually, there are not much perks. It's more like that we don't accept shitty sponsorships that get us shilled into bad coins. It's more about getting together. We have a Telegram group and in general, comics would be nice. Wait, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Before we go into this, okay, right? Because decoration is demanded. Give me a second. How about this for today? There you go. Here, it fits the scenery, right? Okay, so unfortunately, I have to think a little because there's not so much space here. But really, I want to put something in for the comics and everything else. So yes, there will be some decoration. I have a graded comic. I have some stuff that we could put in here. So good. Let's jump right into our topics here. So Galaxy. So this is how much Bitcoin basically. The question is how much will flow into Bitcoin from the spot ETFs, right? 75% price increase is what Galaxy estimates. A $14 billion inflow. That is in line with other inflows as well that are expected. And yeah, so I think that could be pretty big if we have another 14 billion inflow. I mean, that's nothing compared to what the space really will take in. But just from the ETFs, directly, just from the allocation, not even on the hype, the allocation should be another 75% move for Bitcoin according to them. So not too shabby, right? That would be, and this is in line with the way it moves. Gflow says, where do you get your crypto news? Also, do you hold any XRP or XLM? I have a little bit of XRP to answer the second question. Where do I get my crypto news? I literally sit down couple of hours and look at everything that is said in the space. And yeah, unfortunately, it's also the case that you see articles and you basically have to take them more or less for granted. I mean, you can cross-check with other news outlets if they are also saying something, but if a Cointelegraph or something launches fake news, then goes back on it, unfortunately, there's not time for a YouTuber like me to go to the source and ask them if it's true and stuff like that. So we are always a little bit in this like reporting on the news that are coming out and relying on them to be correct or at least something worth discussing. JKRB says, PH, what crypto are you into? I have like my biggest bag. So my biggest bag with 42% at the moment is Bitcoin. Then I have Ecomi, Vechain. I think then Chainlink is number 4, Arweave number 5. And then I have a lot of coins like in smaller bags of Polygon, ADA, but also some super small coins like Veracity. I've bought a little bit of Blur right now. I've bought a little bit of GFAL, by the way. If someone of you guys who recommended that is interested, I bought a little bit on the past dip. Yeah, but that is basically it. Good morning, G Money. How are you doing? So here, this could be very interesting, right? I saw this yesterday. SEC met with one of the applicants regarding the spot Bitcoin ETF. Here are the details of the meeting, and yeah, basically what they did is they met with hashtags, and I haven't really heard about this, but that they have been also filing for spot Bitcoin ETF. But they met on October 13th to discuss the application for Bitcoin ETF known as DeFi. So apparently the ticker of this ETF is DeFi, which is kind of a little bit punch in the face of the banks, right? So the details are measures to prevent market manipulation, custody sharing agreement, and physical Bitcoin transactions in a regulated market. I don't know how they want to ever prevent that someone meets and they basically do a cold wallet transfer, something like that, or against cash, a Bitcoin transaction against cash. But these are apparently the topics that the SEC tries to discuss with the people. So yeah, interesting that hashtags is meeting with the SEC as well. And then yesterday we have been reporting, and this is what I meant, ARK Invest's Bitcoin ETF isn't listed on DTCC apparently, or according to this source. It says ARK Invest Spot Bitcoin ETF is not listed on the DTCC, debunking circulating social media rumors. Tickers associated with ARK21 shares point to future products and ETF proposals, not a live Bitcoin ETF. So this is weird because on the screenshot it says live Bitcoin. So so as we saw also in the past days, news are going back and forth about all of this. Then interesting also is 82% of Bitcoin holders are in the money right now. So after this pump, already 82 of the wallets, and this is normal for the runs, but still worth noting. With this move, 82% of crypto addresses holding Bitcoin are in the money, according to data retrieved by Finbold from Into the Blog on October 25th. So this is from yesterday. On the other hand, 11% of all Bitcoin holders are carrying unrealized losses, while 7% are in a break-even position. So 11% of people are still underwater, and that is probably the 11% of retail that bought the top and then did not DCA during the bear market. So they will learn in this cycle that they are not supposed to buy the top and will be accumulating in the next cycle. But most of the Bitcoin holders, also because there are long-term holders, a lot of long-term holders in it, are in the money, and we cannot forget that they usually take all the addresses, and whales and people that know what's going on usually have multiple addresses. So for example, if you would analyze my holdings, I have at least 6 Bitcoin addresses because I have 5 accounts or so, 5 exchange accounts where I bought and sent Bitcoin. And then also I have a ledger that has another Bitcoin wallet address, right? So, and if you take the little splinters of everything, probably they are all in the profit because I'm in the profit overall at the moment. And I've never bought Bitcoin beyond $30,000. So I think my average buy-in is 28K or something like that. So obviously I'm in the profit. I'm in the money right now. Smiling Monkey asks, what is the Ecomi transaction causing panic? Yeah, we will talk about this in a bit. But as you know, these streams go from Bitcoin to altcoins to Ecomi. Sorry for that. I will try to make a video if we know more as well. But let's look at this quickly. And then, I mean, we can go faster over this anyways, because I have to keep it shorter again. Work is getting in the way at the moment. But look at this, and this could be, I put my stuff on the side quickly, because the most interesting is this side, right? So Will Clement says here, yesterday, Bitcoin CME Futures traded the most volume they've done out of the entirety of 2023 by far. TradeFi is back trading Bitcoin. So you see here on Bitcoin futures, basically the trades are in the billions all the time, but now it's almost double of what it was an average on 2023. So we see that traders and bulls and I don't know what is coming back to the market. So yeah. We are very interested to see how this continues. So at the moment, obviously, Bitcoin is stuck at next overhead resistance, but it is holding very strong. We will look at the chart in a second, but let's look at a little bit more here from the statistics. This is interesting, right? This is not Bitcoin. This is not a altcoin that we are looking at, but this is our altcoin season indicator, right? And actually there are 2 altcoin seasons usually coming in a bull run, one with the halving and one after Bitcoin tops out, which are the ones that we see here. So the last 2 times when USDT dominance has clearly broken the EMA 50 line to the downside, we have seen a strong alt season. It happened in spring as well as autumn 2021, and we saw many 20 to 50x gains. It has now happened again. Bitcoin top in 2024, very likely in my opinion. So this is a weekly chart, and we see that the altcoin seasons have been going on basically under when all the while that this that this thing was under the average. However, we have to see one thing. This candle that he is seeing is closing only in 4 days from his screenshot, right? So for us to speculate on a big altcoin season, it's too early. We would need at least until a close of this dominance under this line to confirm this range below, and then it could be happening. We will also look quickly at the altcoin charts just to determine if we can see any confluence with this. And then now, speaking of whales, because I mean, you have seen that I made the thumbnail of whales, right? So we are also talking about the crypto whales. Several of crypto's top assets just had their biggest days of whale activity since June or July. Bitcoin's 14,833 100 plus $1,000 transactions in one day was the most since June's ETF news. Keep an eye on increased Ethereum and Cardano engagement as well. So interesting here as well that whales are the ones, whale transactions are the ones making the moves right now, not retail FOMO. Okay, let's talk about altcoins quickly. And let me know, guys, which altcoins are you most bullish on? And I had seen Green Lantern asked me to look into DY next. So maybe we can add this to our list, which we need to watch, or we need to look at. I have Trex and Naka here as well, which I didn't get to look into still. But DY next, I will look into that. So if you have any altcoin suggestions, then let me know. But I'm also coming up with the ones that I see news, because I think right now we are getting into a phase where altcoin news start to get relevant. In the bear market, it's not relevant. So what's happening with Polygon? The Pol token upgrade is now live on Ethereum mainnet. Polygon 2.0, released this summer, is a roadmap for scaling Ethereum to build the value layer of the internet. Pol unlocks that future. Pol is a next generation token that can power a vast ecosystem of ZK-based L2 chains. It does that via native restaking and so on. What's interesting here is that Polygon will basically substitute MATIC for Pol or with Pol to enable basically their ecosystem with this. But if you are holding MATIC, don't panic. The team said that you will not have to switch MATIC in order to or to Pol. You can continue to use MATIC. MATIC will be I think converted into Pol when you are using it. So it's just basically an ecosystem there. So here someone also said, so there will be a new token named Pol and the token named MATIC will not exist anymore, question mark. How will we get the new token? And then Jared Watts says here, or posts the FAQ, is there anything that I need today as a Polygon ZK MATIC holder? Nothing. This upgrade does not change active systems on either the Polygon network or Polygon ZK EVM network. Practically speaking, Pol is an upgrade and renaming of the MATIC token. From the protocol viewpoint, MATIC and Pol would not and cannot coexist. Pol can only replace MATIC. So basically they are replacing the token. To get Pol, it will be a migration via smart contract, but no action required at this point in time. So now you know about what's going on with Pol. Actually, that thing will be bullish for MATIC. So then this one here, also interesting, right? FTX looks ready to sell altcoin tokens, blockchain data hints. So we see here, FTX and Alameda related addresses are depositing tokens to exchanges via, now we are headed to the original tweet, but here we go, via addresses named like this. So we see here 5.2 million ETH, 2 million Maker 1 million Aave and 2.27 million Link have been sent to Binance and Coinbase yesterday. So actually, FTX is getting ready to dump some tokens into the market, but with this price action right now, probably not too heavy on the market, because 5 million Ethereum is not really a lot considering what's in the market. Maybe it will influence the prices of Aave and Link and so on, but I think they will just dump something into the profits that have been made right now, or into the price action, so that they can, yeah, basically maybe they can use this to refund users, or I don't know what they are going to do with this. And then another altcoin news here: Uniswap Foundation sells off 43 million worth of Uni tokens in 3 days. So this is important, because this is actually that my cousin also made me aware yesterday that during the bear market, a lot of projects had unlocks and are able to dilute the tokens. This is happening right now also for Uniswap. So Uniswap Foundation moved 43 million worth of Uni tokens in 3 days. Foundation allegedly sold 13 million Uni after notable gains in the coin. The foundation has barely moved substantial Uni tokens in the past 2 years. So if we are investing in altcoins that are around a longer time, there is more dilution, more unlocks coming, and that is important, because this could cause that actually they will not reach their all-time highs again because of that dilution. And we need to be aware that our take profit needs to be a little bit lower because of that, right? And Justin says, Omi never moves with the market, it seems. That is actually a fact. It actually moves counter the markets, because the whales are using Ecomi to get back in and out. At least that is what it looks to me. So last one of the altcoins is Fantom reacting to the launch of Fantom Sonic. So just a quick one. Basically, Fantom has announced Sonic. That is a test net that they have launched, which will introduce features and replace Opera. I just want to make you aware that Fantom is doing that right now. We are not going to go deep into the article because of time constraints, but I think that is happening. And yeah, so guys, we have 20 to 25 people, depending on it, here in the chat. Let's smash up the like button, please, for me, while we are going to look for the markets. Please, guys, smash up the like button as hard as you can, as we are going to look at the top 100, top 200 market, what is going on. We are apparently still in shitcoin mode, right? Or in altcoin mode, because Pepe and Dogecoin are pumping, FTX token is pumping. So for me, that is absolute shitcoin mode. But I'm happy to see that on the day also the Graph, which is a really good project in my opinion, is up. Avalanche is up. Rollbit is up again. So a couple of tokens still in the green, some in the red, retracing a little bit from the previous gains. I mean, Hex is up like 200 something percent. Now it's retracing again. Link has a 10% drawback from where it was. Caro is here. Good morning, Caro. So yeah, let's look at this a little bit more. So if we look at the week, we have a fantastic week. Link 50%, Hex 136%, Injective 50%, so Mina Protocol 76%, Fantom 30%, so it actually reacted, right? Matic 25%, so a lot of the big coins that we know are pumping. Arbitrum is up, Aptos is up, so everything is up 20%, and if it's not, like, I mean, there's almost nothing except DAI that is red. And stablecoin. If we look at the top 200 on the weekly, everything is up but Ecomi, and this is something that we need to talk about, because like everything in the top 200 is up but Ecomi, right? And Wax. Sorry, Wax is also not up, because Wax has pumped before, and that could be a reason for Ecomi as well. But yeah, let's talk about this on the charts, right? You see it here. Ecomi is red, so maybe Ecomi will be once again, after everyone else pumped, to find another pump. Yeah, even on the month, Ecomi is only barely up, like only 2%. And yeah, but you see on the month, for example, there are other coins that are actually not too bad, like Glimmer, for example, Moonbeam, that is a side chain of Polkadot, basically, Polkadot parachain, and what else, like Flare and so on. So they have been pumping, but they're down on the month. So if we look on the monthly, Ecomi is still in normal, right? There are other coins in the monthly that are barely up. Omi only pumps on news. Yeah, that's true. That's somewhat true. At the moment, that is true. Because it's and the reason is it's not on exchanges, right? So it can only pump on news, and then people that are using those exchanges are buying it, basically. But that is somewhat true. Let's look at Bitcoin really quickly. I think there's not too much to. Why am I on a 5-minute chart? Let's go on something more valuable here, which is the daily chart. Okay, please don't stress me here with the Ecomi token, with the Bitcoin token. I mean, with the Bitcoin, because we are already here. You see it. So we are, first of all, we are big overbought. So we are due for a retracement. And we are getting rejected once more on this upper line. But we have actually broken this flag, so we should put in a little bit more of highs. Actually, I mean, if you take this here and you take a breakout from this somewhere, we should be headed to 36,000. But we don't know if this will happen. Yeah, if we look at the daily here, I mean, we are severely overbought. That doesn't mean that we cannot have a little bit more of a leg up. And I mean, technically, we went a little bit more. And the venting comments increases on Veve Discord. Only need some news, hopefully some big announcement on crypto XR in Auxerre. Yeah, but that would be still 3 months out. I mean, we need something before Christmas, I think, to not have the sentiment completely crash, right? If they bring something big, Ecomi is, we just flipped green because we are discussing it on stream for Bitcoin, but yeah, we need something for Ecomi. I mean, there's not much for Bitcoin, right? I mean, we have discussed about the invalidation of the head and shoulders. We have been broken out or breaking out. We have been putting in a major pump. Some people claim that we closed the CME gap on the way up, and now that we are crashing down to sub 10,000 prices. I don't believe this is happening for Bitcoin. In fact, I believe that, for example, if you look at the weekly, I think that we will just be stuck for the rest of the week at this resistance line here, and then we will close the week in the green. And as you can see, and maybe there is a little bit more of a retracement, or maybe we are coming back down to retest this area for 30,000 or something like that, 31,000 on top of this. Maybe we are just moving sideways and print a weekly flag or something. We don't know, right? We will have to wait and see. But for now, we seem to have found a big resistance here. At least we cannot overcome it since a couple of days. And yeah, so I think we can get rid of that downside target here now, because we had it for a long time. We said that this would be our worst case target, 22,000. If the head and shoulders breaks, it is invalidated, so now we can take the target out. The other prices we leave in because they are not targets, they are bottoms and tops. And for the upside, our next target is 46,000 based on the breakout of this pattern. Yeah, for Bitcoin, that's it in my opinion. Let's move on to Ecomi because everyone wants to know what is going on with Ecomi. So yeah, let me refresh this as well and let's talk about Ecomi. Mr. Planet Profit says BTC rocket. Yeah, let's go. We are bullish on BTC, right? So Ecomi, right? We have been talking about this. So first of all, in my opinion, nothing has changed. We had a massive pump, and we had a pump when other altcoins were not pumping. it was 100% rally. It was 100% rally, okay? So from that 100% rally, after 100% rally, you need a correction. In my opinion, this is a normal ABC correction. Coins that are correcting are not pumping with the market. Also because Ecomi is not on exchanges, that makes it more complex. So last pump wasn't news, it was due to the rollout of real utility, however small, says G-Money. Wait, what's news? Exactly. Yeah, what's news? Exactly. So you can have small news and it will pump again. Crazy Dan says, I like being able to buy in the triple zeros. I got 23 million OMI in the bag. Holy moly, that is a big bag, Crazy Dan. So yes, I also like that it's still down and potentially, I mean, there is more room. You see here on the RSI down below, there is more room for this correction. So I still think we could be really retesting this before we are taking off again. This could be a prolonged ABC correction, and in my opinion, it doesn't have to stop here. We could also correct until this level, right? And everyone will get bearish for no reason if we go to this level. And that would still be a normal ABC correction, enabling us for higher lows and higher highs on the macro pattern. So I am really not worried about the Ecomi token price because I think from a chart perspective, it looks really strong. OMI is going no higher than 0002 apparently. I wouldn't say that. I think we should let time decide because OMI is, in my opinion, not a big cap. OMI is not a big cap, and the only thing that is moving is big caps and coins that are on big exchanges, right? So I think you have to see, this is end of July. We went from end of July to in 32 days during 1 month, we went 100% up from our bottom zone. And we are now correcting from that zone 60 days. That's not, in my opinion, that's not a big time frame to be correcting. Yes, it is unfortunate that we did not put another pump in here, but whales are apparently not ready. So let's talk about the big whale news, because I think you should know about it. So yesterday in the evening, so for me in the evening, at 10 p.m. more or less, this came out on OMI Watcher. Whale transaction alert. Amount 2.3 billion OMI and 82,000, right? 1.9 million US dollars of OMI have been sent to OKX from a wallet address, this one here with 0x22E2. Okay. Well, that wallet address is this one here. And this one is rank 14 address. And some people are saying it's related to the team. I don't know about that. Some people are suspecting that it is from Joseph Yannick, one of the founding members that has billions of OMI tokens and is trading with it. And it is coming from rank number 9. So rank 9 sent to rank 14 2.3 billion OMI. Actually, the number is a little bit different here. So here's 2.3 billion and then there is 2.3 billion 82,000. So there was a rest apparent, or there was a little bit more sent with the OMI to OKX. So now here are a couple of reasons, right? So the first reason that this could be is to get ready with a lot of OMI to take profit on the next pump. If we get news for the OMI token right now, then this means, and then this sells into this pump, then this means that there's people with inside information, right? A second thing that could be is 2.3 billion is not a bit, right? And it has been sent to OKX. That could also be, the question is this wallet here, because here it says it has been sent to OKX. is this wallet here maybe the OKX exchange wallet? So could it be that OKX bought OMI, OTC from a whale to fill up their exchange wallet for the bull run to come? Also, that could mean that OKX is suspecting that Ecomi needs a big supply of tokens for all the people that are buying. After this rally, there might be a lot of OMI that has already left, and they are probably suspecting that in altcoin season the FOMO will get even bigger. So maybe OKX is getting ready to supply bigger amounts of OMI demand. That could be a reason. In general, I've been posting about this yesterday, yeah, many people are confused about this. So here we see my post, this quantity from 2 high-ranked wallets to OKX. And I have asked for suggestions, and some people have actually answered. So Crypto Bull said here, for example, what the fuck, these wallets are team related, man. What am I talking about? I said this here. And Bug Nasty said, I may not be the smart man, but it looks like someone is getting ready to dump on your doorstep. It's a team member from Veve. So yeah, the question is it a founding wallet? Is it, because it could be that the business development fund sells OTC to OKX. That doesn't mean that we are dumping, but it would mean that the token is diluted further than it is at the moment, right? We will see. And then here, Notorious Bastard says, it's not the only time that this wallet did this. What happened last time? So now let's look at this, because we see here that there are some transactions from these wallets in the screenshot from 600 and 500 days up to 462 days ago. And then there was no transfers anymore on this wallet until 26 days ago. And then yesterday, and then or 2 days ago, and then yesterday. So this wallet became active again. The question is, what happened between 500 days ago and now? We can answer that by looking at the chart. So let's take this, let's take where we are, squeeze this chart a little bit together. Let's take where we are right now, or let's take where we are and look at what was 500 days ago. There we go, 500. So this is basically where the wallet was active, right? So here, from here, 600 days ago, that's the activity of the wallet until here, more or less here, until here, right? So in this entire zone, the wallet was active, dumping into the market and trading. And then it became active again here in this part after the pump. Interesting. So this wallet is eager to take more profits, apparently, which could lead to yeah, either it's an OTC deal or it's ready to take profits. We will see. But it could be one reason why the Ecomi token is actually not moving up, because maybe there was already Ecomi tokens on the exchange. It has been used for selling into this price pump, giving us our retracement, and maybe there is more now being sent to the exchange to further continue this. So this could be holding the Ecomi token down, right? So we will see. But from a macro pattern, in my opinion, this head and shoulder pattern is still in place. It's still what it is. It still doesn't change the fact that we need news to get out of this. And it still doesn't change the fact that we can still be looking at an uptrend for Ecomi. What we do not want to see is that they are bombing the order book into a massive dump for the Ecomi token. That would be really, really bad, because then we would be at new lows, and we really don't want to see this. So we want to see that we are in this ABC correction, moving sideways, coming up, fulfilling our shoulder, pump, retrace, find support, and then continue to take off for the Ecomi token. That would be the best case scenario. Yeah, and I know that you guys are sitting in mega big bags. Good morning, Blaze. What is going on? Vivi Weird says, I'm here to learn because I know squad. What's up? Yeah, so I will do my best to to tell you what I have found out and what I know and what I suspect. But that's basically it, right? So that is what we have learned here for the Ecomi token so far. So I will be looking into these whale wallets a little bit more and see what I can find out about yeah, what is actually going on. It is very difficult because there are a lot of wallets involved, and these whales, they are spreading out their stuff into several wallets. So yeah, someone also said, where is it? So anyone found out what this was this transaction all about? They are getting ready to dump at the BTC spot ETF Euphoria was another one, and King Ding Dong says stay away from this. So yeah, a lot of confusion around this, but I think very noteworthy. Yeah, so let's maybe let's look at Veve a little bit, because this is also interesting. NFT market remains sluggish despite crypto rise, and that is not a big surprise, but there are some things in this article that could be interesting for us, for the NFT space, because it affects ultimately Ecomi and Veve as well, how money is or allocated. I mean, it's clear that right now the tendency is to leave NFTs behind to get into the coins that are giving the 20, 30, 50, 100x or 100% returns at the moment, right? Everyone sees that the bottom is in for Bitcoin, that spot ETFs are around the corner, and the first thing to pump is big and mid-cap coins. So obviously, people are right now not putting much money into NFTs. And as I mentioned before in my video, the next NFT bull run, NFT season is actually further out than altcoin season, and altcoin season has not started yet. So despite a broad-based rally that has pushed digital asset prices to levels not seen in years, the NFT market remains stubborn, in a bear market. So we see here in the past week, so where is it? According to data from Nansen, floor prices for major projects such as CryptoPunks and Pudgy Penguins are down on a 7-day basis, falling 4% and 5% respectively. The Nansen NFT 500 index is continuing to grind lower, currently sitting at a value of 308 versus yearly high of 1,000 set in October. So overall, and here it is, overall trading volumes appear to have bottomed. So while the prices are still falling, the volumes seems to have bottomed. For the week ending October 9, volumes on mainnet Ethereum hit a yearly low of 29,000 or under 50 million. Since then, volume has begun to rally, with the week ending October 23 seeing 47,000 ETH worth of NFT traded, or mint worth of $85 million. So yeah, once Ecomi is done pumping, where do you see it settling? Price prediction. Again, because you guys are interested in Ecomi, I think the first, if we break out here, if we get to form this inverse head and shoulders, my next target is 0017. Yeah. If you see this here, can you see this? Yes, you should be able. Wait, why can't you see this? There it is, right? This here is my breakout target. And it is in confluence with this line. So if it should be pumping with the next pump, with the next breakout, it should be going to this level, in my opinion. Can take a while, can take a couple of months to get there, but we would be still before the halving. Guys, don't make this mistake. We are not the altcoins. We're not going to the moon with the halving. We are going to go to the moon after the halving with the Bitcoin price, and after the Bitcoin price, profits flow into the altcoins, right? Green Lantern says Funko Iron Man NFT down to about 90 gems. Really? So we can buy the Funko Iron Man for below the price. That was what I was hoping for. Omi is actually tied to a working product making millions and nobody wants it. You crypto guys ever get the feeling you are on an episode of Punked? I don't know what you mean, but I think Omi is tied to a working product, yes, but actually doesn't have the utility to interact with that working product. And that, I think, is what is holding back. Plus too big of a whale wallets that is coming, or that are still selling off at the moment. So yeah, let's see here. Oh, actually, there is a Funko Iron Man common for 82 gems. So yeah, interesting. We will observe those prices, but I think I might buy one then. I mean, this could be interesting. So speaking of which, so again, volumes have bottomed, right? Okay, so let's look at Veve. They were playing around a little bit with this Lionel Messi. Some people suspect that they are teasing sports NFTs. I don't think so. They just use this meme, right? Is there anything new for Veve? Not really. I'm an Iron Man in every form. Veve Magic apparently has ordered a couple of Funkos there and gotten them. Then there is Funko unboxing videos right now, which is, I think, a good idea. Because unboxing videos are always yeah, a big thing. Look, here is the, do you see here, you saw this? Maybe we can zoom into this a little bit. You saw this here. There is the Funko and Veve 3000 pieces. So it says here basically what is going on. Let me just put this on, yeah. So, and then we see basically what he got. Apparently he got the common, so no luck there with the higher scarcity apparently. Yeah, so we see there's no drop announcements yet besides the ones that we saw already, but we want the articles for the Halloween drops. Here's another big thing that I noticed, and that is Veve user wallet. Oops, that was not the. Or maybe we can do it like this. Look at this. That is Veve user wallet growth, right? So here, this was the X-Men 1 comic, this jump, but then I noted there was some side movement, but then from 23rd to 24th, we basically gained 52 wallets actually, and now we lost 19 again. So interesting. What I think is that some people redeemed their Iron Man from Funko or from collectors that did not have an account yet, and we gained some 50 something wallets, and some people that redeemed Funko Iron Man, they actually took profit directly on it. So I think that could be the reason. But overall, we apparently got some people without a drop into the app, and that is that could be pretty big. Yeah, should be interesting, because I mean 50 wallets is not small. 50 wallets in this bear market is actually pretty good. Even if there's only from here 107 to 140, there's 33 wallets left that we have gained, but 33 wallets is still quite a bit. If we only have a couple of honest users that are willing to allocate a couple of $1,000s into the market, that is already a big deal in a bear market, right? So yeah, we will have to see. The silver Funko is sitting at 120 gems. And then there's the ultra rare one for 750, and the gold one is at 350. But we have not seen yet the secret rare, right? We have not seen yet the secret rare Iron Man, I think. Let me see. Or is that, there should be this one that is black and gold. Oh yeah, there's one for 25,000, number 17 is actually on the market. There's one of those on the market. But the OG Iron Man is the gold Iron Man from Disney. Yeah, there's one listed, G-Money, that's true, for 25k. So I'm wondering when the first big sale is coming out of that. But it's not the number one, and you see that apparently only one person has received that one, so there must be still some sending out of these. And probably there are even of those, there are also some that will never be redeemed, probably, right? You never know. But this could be, for example, if there are Funko people that got the Funko, and not only Veve people, they will learn about, if they pull one of these, they will learn that they can basically make money on Veve, right? So very crazy stuff here. We will see, but I think overall this is bullish. Oh, my collectibles is here. Good morning. How are you doing? We are actually talking collectibles right now. The Funko collectibles, and the secret Reddit is listed for $25,000 plus unexpected user gain without a big drop, as we can see here on Immutascan, which I would relate to Funko unboxing. So yeah, what's going on? And guys, make sure to check out the channel of My Collectibles as well. He's doing daily live streams in the US time zone about, I think it's daily, right? My Collectibles for Veve, very Veve related collecting content. I think also very focused on comics, which we also like here on this channel. And yeah, My Collectibles, great content, a ton of valuable information, so make sure to check that out. And other than that, guys, we have more than 30 people in here today on this morning, so make sure to smash up the like button here for my stream as well, as we are covering all of the news daily about Ecomi and Veve. So let's talk about this quickly. And now I get this back here, because yesterday I have been looking at what Bizman is doing, our biggest whale, and he has been buying, but this time his buys were not so cheap. So if we look at this, he has bought 2 Ghostbuster logos only 17 hours ago, right? Look at this. 2 Ghostbusters logo and some Actos, and he has been buying some older collectibles like Brian Bolland Penguin. He has been buying a animated Hulk and so on. So this wallet is still buying. My Collectibles says, looking forward to seeing you on Danny's stream soon. Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. Actually, today, in, I don't know, what is that, in 16 hours or something like that, there will be a stream on Danny's channel. A panel is called No Bull, and I will be one of 3 guests. I think it is Mr. V and Veve Viral and me, and we are going to talk everything around Ecomi and Veve that is relevant right now. So that's going to be an amazing talk. We need to be discussing a lot of things, so thank you for reminding me, My Collectibles. So stop by also on Danny's channel, set a reminder for the live stream. It's going to be really, really good. Let's refresh that actually and see if Bizman is buying again, because yep, he is. Usually he's buying on somewhat my time, or in the evening of the US, or somewhat in the morning of my time zone. So he's at it buying Marauders comics and and stuff that we do not have metadata. But he's back at buying comics apparently. So some also here some more valuable stuff, rare comics, Uncanny X-Men, valuable some garbage comics as well. Some so he's buying everything left and right once again. So in an hour he has accumulated another 50 collectibles or so, and so I don't know what's going on still. I cannot figure it out. Look at how many Ikaris he bought. This is super weird. But apparently he just wants to build the biggest store of Veve collectibles, and it sounds like it. Yeah, so he bought a ton of comics and some low-cost collectibles again, and he has been buying until an hour ago. Very interesting, very interesting. So guys, for me, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tick the little bell to always get notified. If you want to support this channel, then you can become a rare hodler by becoming a channel member, and you will have the exclusive advantages and features because of that. Advantage meaning there's a Telegram group and you support me that I don't take shitty sponsorships. Mark D says Bezosman just buys. What a boss. Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, that's whale behavior, right? Thank you also for these interaction hearts, things, likes. I don't know what that is on the chat. I think that helps probably. Yeah, and guys, I will do another one tomorrow, hopefully. Because depending on if I can get my content together before I am on Danny's channel or after, so this will be another sleepless night probably. Smashing the 100s there, nice. So yeah, yeah, exactly. Let's watch all that together, the stream there that I will be on. Good. So guys, wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. And I see you in the next Crypto Morning Coffee live stream and tonight on Danny's talking panel, No Bull. Have a good one. Enjoy your coffee.